Hi there, welcome to Two Birds. I'm Fiona, and today's class will focus physically on your upper body, your core, and also your legs. And it's a blended class, mostly yoga, a little bit of Pilates, and the sequencing is quite creative. So it'll keep you focused and work your body with some familiar poses in a slightly different way. So I hope you enjoy. The only prop that you'll need today is a block. If you don't have a block, that's okay. Just grab one now if you do have one. And we'll get started. Thanks for joining. Namaste. And start by finding a comfortable kneeling position at the back of your mat. So with your block, you could sit on the edge of the block at the back of your mat just to elevate your seat if your knees don't like to be flexed so deeply. And just rest your hands in your lap. Sit tall through your spine. And gently close your eyes. Nodding your chin lightly in toward your chest. And focusing your gaze toward your third eye, in between the eyebrows, in toward the center of your head. And start by becoming aware of your breath, breathing in and out through the nostrils. Breathing in deeply and exhaling fully. Allow your belly to relax as you breathe. Let your ribs expand and your back broaden as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, gently soften your shoulders, broaden across your collarbones, and relax your weight into your seat. And take 2 more smooth cycles of breath. And as you feel yourself breathe out, chin toward the chest, eyes to the back of your eyelids. And gently blink the eyes open, let the light in. Adjust your posture again. If you've slouched, sitting up nice and tall, bring your hands together, interlacing your fingers at your heart center. And we'll just start with warming up the shoulders and the abdominals. Take a deep breath in here. And as you exhale, draw the fists away, round your spine and gently lean back, chin in toward the chest. And as you breathe in, send the arms up overhead, turn your hands inside out, reach up tall through the sides of the waist. As you breathe out, take the hands behind the back, interlace your fingers. Big breath in, puff your chest, arch your spine, send the gaze up. And as you exhale, fold forward any amount, let your arms float away from your back. Bowing in. As you breathe in, coming all the way up, keep your hands interlaced. And then turn your palms toward the floor, stretch down. And we'll do that sequence one more time. Hands to the heart as you breathe in. Exhale, draw the fists away, round the spine, chin tucks in. Inhale, arms overhead, stretch tall, little arch in the spine, hands toward the ceiling. And as you exhale, hands behind the back, interweave the fingers. Staying upright, breathe in. And as you breathe out, follow your nose as you fold forward and just floating your arms away from your back in your comfortable range of motion. Lifting the shoulder heads up. Breathing in, coming all the way back upright. And turning the palms down to face the floor as you breathe out. Next breath in, bring your hips above your knees and reach your arms forward at shoulder height. Palms can face toward one another. Arms are straight. And knees are about hip width apart. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, lean back any amount. Inhale, coming back to center. Exhale, leaning back. Inhale, back to center. And once more, exhale, leaning back. Back to center, and if that went well, take your arms out wide now as you lean back. Exhale, back to center, arms come forward. Twice more, exhale and inhale. Little warmth into the top of the thighs, leaning back, reaching wide, and exhale back to center. Next breath in, arms overhead, perhaps send the gaze up. And as you exhale, walk yourself forward onto all fours, coming into tabletop. Go ahead, set your hands up underneath your shoulders, spread all your fingers, and set the knees underneath your hips. Gently arch the spine as you breathe in, lengthening through the abdominals. Send the gaze up. And as you exhale, round the spine, push into your hands and your shins, rounding into your upper back. And take a few more rounds in your own time, starting to coordinate your movement with your breath, warming your body up, front and back of the spine, your hips, your wrists, and your shoulders. Breathing smoothly. And take one more round each way. And making your way back to a neutral spine. And keep your hips here above your knees. Walk your hands forward and come into Anahatanasana, heart opening pose. And with tighter shoulders here, walk your hands a little wider and forward. And bow your head toward the mat. Let it hover or rest your head on the mat. Press down through your shins and the tops of your feet, including all your toes. As you reach forward through the fingers, lengthen through the sides of the waist. And feel for length all the way through the front of your spine and the back of your neck. As you breathe in, gaze forward, and breathing out, lowering down onto your belly and coming into Sphinx pose. Elbows are shoulder width and your forearms a little forward of your shoulders there. Straighten both your legs, point your toes, engage your leg muscles, and gently draw your chest forward through your arms to arch up any amount, keeping that uniform arch through your spine so you don't feel like you're pinching in the low back. Breathe deeply, send the ribs forward, engage through your abdominal muscles. Taking one more deep breath in. As you exhale, peel down toward the floor. Take your hands by your ribs, your elbows tuck in, and peel back to child's pose, Balasana. Sending your buttocks to your heels, keeping your arms reaching forward. Rest your head toward the mat and take 3 smooth breaths in and out. Feeling your belly, your ribs expand against your thighs. Your belly soften as you breathe out, feeling of softness across the shoulders. Keep spreading your fingers and keeping your hands active and reaching forward, finding length and a gentle traction through your spine. On your next breath in, look forward between your hands, and as you breathe out, make your way into Adho Mukha, downward facing dog. Lift your hips high, place a soft bend in your knees so you're standing on the balls of your toes, your heels are lifted. And extend long through your arms so your elbows are straight, pressing down through all the base knuckles of your fingers. Gently lean your torso back toward your thighs and just warming up, pedal out through the heels. Feel free to sway a little side to side through the hips. Staying firm in your belly without being too rigid. Get the feeling and sense your breath moving into the ribs, front and back of the lungs. You're breathing deeply, smoothly, and finding an even tempo to your breath. Send your gaze forward between your hands, breathe in. And at the end of your exhale, soft bend in the knees and walk yourself forward to the top edge of your mat. Bring your big toe mounds to touch. And as you breathe in, come up halfway, slide the hands to the shins, find a flat back, straight legs. And as you exhale, fold, soft bend in the knees, allow your head to relax. As you inhale, slowly rise to stand, sweeping your arms out and up, overhead, perhaps send your gaze up, stretch tall through your body. And as you breathe out, bring your hands to your heart center. We're going to flow through 2 rounds of Surya Namaskar A with a variation. Stay with me. We'll move slow first round. Deep breath in, send your arms overhead and your gaze up to the tip of the thumbs. As you exhale, dive forward over the legs, bending the knees lightly, releasing all the way down to the crown of the head. Inhale, rise up halfway, send your chest forward, extend your spine. And as you exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank pose, top of your push-up. Pause there. Legs engaged, chest broad and open. Press down through your hands. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, drop the knees to the floor and your buttocks to your heels and take your forearms down, keeping your forearms shoulder width apart. As you breathe in, come into dolphin pose. So staying on your forearms, lift your seat as if you've got the shape of downward dog through your body on your forearms. Reach down through your heels any amount, even if you have a soft bend in your knees there. Pushing down into your forearms. And then from here, a little bend in the knees, send the gaze forward and spring forward to plank pose, straightening the arms, bringing your shoulders over your wrists. We'll take a Vinyasa, knees, chest, chin to the floor as you breathe out. Low cobra as you breathe in. Keep your elbows tucking in. Brighten across the top of your chest. And as you breathe out, peel down toward the floor, make your way into downward facing dog. Take 5 deep breaths here. Breathing smoothly, calmly. And perhaps closing the eyes, just tuning in. Sensing your whole body breathing. Lengthening the entire length of your arms, your legs. Staying relaxed and soft in your jaw. We'll do one more round just like that, and we'll move one movement, one breath. Take a deep breath in, look forward. End of your exhale, step or lightly hop forward to the top edge of your mat. Toes together, inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, your halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rise to stand, come all the way up, straight and strong through the legs. Exhale, hands to the heart. Second round, arms circle out and up, send the gaze up, stretch tall. Exhale, dive forward over your legs, breathing out. As you breathe in, gaze forward, flat back, straight legs. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, plank pose. Take a breath in here. Exhale, knees to the floor, forearms down, buttocks to the heels. Inhale, coming up into dolphin pose, raise your hips, straighten the legs any amount. And then a soft bend in the knees, gaze forward, spring forward to plank pose, top of your push-up, legs strong. Exhale, low push-up, modify if you like there, knees, chest, chin to the floor. Engage your legs, point your toes, inhale, cobra pose, Bhujangasana. Exhale, downward facing dog, long exhale here, takes you back. Anchor your hands down into the mat, push the floor away so your body weight leans back toward your thighs. Press your shins back, your heels heavy. Take one more deep breath in and gaze forward. End of your exhale, step or lightly hop forward, top edge of the mat. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale, fold over the legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, hands to your heart. For the next sequence, you'll need your block or a book. Take a deep breath in, send your arms up overhead. And as you breathe out, dive forward. And from here, grab your block and place it underneath your right foot. Fingertips stay on the floor just to hold you steady. You want to make sure that your heel's on the foot. Your heel is on the block. And then from here, just with your fingertips on the floor, step and lunge your left leg all the way back. Take your left knee to the floor and keep your left toes tucked. So you're going to take your arms out wide to the side and making sure your right knee's positioned above your ankle and your right foot's on the block. As you breathe in, work towards standing, straightening your left leg and coming into a lunge on the block. As you breathe out, lower and place the left knee back down on the mat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. And if that's going okay for you, catch opposite elbows above your head and lift. And lower. And lift, pushing down through your heel. And lower. With control, no rush. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Take your fingertips to the floor and take your block to one side, possibly to the left side to set up for the second side. When we get there, coming into low lunge now. So your right foot's on the floor now. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Stretch tall now and feel grounded through the right foot. Keep your left knee lowered to the floor. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, both hands to the floor. Keep your left hand down, reach your right hand high toward the sky. Take a simple twist. And then reach your right arm back, just to shoulder height. Take a deep breath in here. And as you exhale, windmill the right arm forward and work towards straightening your right leg. Curl and flex your toes toward the ceiling. Inhale, back to low lunge through the legs and send the right arm back. Perhaps the gaze back. Exhale, semicircle the right arm forward and work towards straightening the front leg. And we'll do that once more. Re-lunge the front knee, send the right arm back. Exhale, windmill the right hand to the floor, frame your front foot. And now taking both hands to the inside of your right foot, shift your right foot over into the right lane. Coming into lizard, top of the right knee hugs the upper right arm. And then take some circles through your hip, as if you're stirring your hip in the joint. So just gentle movement, circling around, and circle back in the opposite direction. And coming back to center, reframe your front foot, both hands either side of the front foot. Push down into your hands and step quietly back to downward facing dog. Bringing your toes together, ripple forward to a high push-up and pause. Take the knees down, your buttocks to your heels and your forearms down. As you breathe in, gaze forward, lift the knees and come into dolphin pose, raise your hips. And then a bend in the knees, gaze forward, spring forward to a high push-up, breathe in. Exhale, Vinyasa, lower slow to the floor. Cobra pose, peeling up, widening through the collarbones. Exhale, peel down toward the floor and roll back to downward facing dog. And take about 5 to 8 deep breaths here. Calming the rhythm of your breath. Sensing any warmth that's gathered in any part of your body. Relaxing through your jaw and your facial muscles. And take a deep breath in here, gaze forward. And at the end of your exhale, step or lightly hop forward to the top edge of the mat. Take a halfway lift, breathe in. And as you exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, rise slowly to stand, reach your arms overhead, send the gaze up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Second side coming up, inhale, arms overhead, breathe in. Exhale, dive forward, over the legs, soft bend in the knees. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. And as you exhale, set up with the block underneath your left foot. So take your time there, make sure your left heel is on the block. And when you're ready, lunge your right foot back. So make sure you take a long stride and then just check in with your front knee, left knee over the ankle rather than forward of the ankle. Diagonal line, right hip to the right knee, and your back toes are tucked. Reach your arms out wide to the side at shoulder height into a T. Breathe in here, and as you exhale, lift the back knee up off the floor. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. And if that's going well, take your arms overhead, catch opposite elbows. Lift and lower. Find your breath. Inhale, lift and lower. One more time. Lifting and lowering. Set yourself down. Take your hands to the floor and just place the block to one side. Take a low lunge from here when you're ready and you're steady. Send your arms up alongside your ears. As you feel yourself breathe out, take the hands to the floor. And you're going to keep your right hand down, left hand to the sky for a simple twist, and your back knee stays on the floor. And then take the left hand back, perhaps your gaze back. And then as you breathe out, windmill the left hand forward and work towards straightening your front foot any amount, straightening the front leg. Inhale, send the arm back, re-lunge, and then forward and straighten. Once more, just like that, arm goes back and forward to straighten for a hamstring stretch. Quads engaged there. Take both hands to the floor and both hands to the inside of your front foot. Stepping off the block, if you haven't already. And then hug your left knee to your upper left arm and simply stir your hip in the joint. Take some circles. Could be quite subtle or a little bit larger. Just whatever feels good in your hip joint. Circle back the other way. And then make your way back to center. Reframe your front foot. Pushing down through your hands, step quietly back to downward facing dog. Toes are together. Inhale forward to a high push-up. Knees down, elbows down, buttocks to the heels, Balasana. Making sure your elbows are shoulder width apart there. Send the gaze forward and make your way into dolphin pose. Hips up and back, heels heavy. Little bend in the knees, send the gaze forward between the hands, spring forward to a high push-up and lower yourself slow, coming into either upward facing dog or cobra pose, whatever you're more comfortable with. And exhale, downward facing dog, and take 5 to 8 deep breaths here. Breathing smoothly, calming the rhythm of your breath. And this variation on your Vinyasa is a really positive way of opening and warming the shoulder girdle. Also takes a little bit of heat out of the wrists through your Vinyasas. You're just settling in now, calming the rhythm of your breath, finding an even cadence again. And take a deep breath in here, look forward between your hands. At the end of your exhale, step or lightly hop to the top edge of your mat. Bring your toes together, inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale, fold over the legs, Uttanasana. Rise to stand on your breath in, reach tall. As you breathe out, take your hands to your hips. And we'll set up for a balance here, balancing on your right foot. Hug your left knee in toward your chest and make your way into Vriksasana, tree pose. Gentle hip opener, great for your posture and strengthening and toning the muscles all around your foot and your ankle. Left foot can sit high to your inner upper thigh or below your knee. Or if you're struggling today with your balance, just tap your toe to the floor, find a place where you can focus and be still. Hands resting at your heart center. Gaze steadily forward. And just pause, see if you can get a little taller through your body, stronger through your straight standing leg. Even pressure through all four corners of your right foot. And taking your arms out wide to the side for balance. If you can, balance here, step back to a high lunge. If not, just take your fingertips to the floor, make it steady for yourself. Once you've landed, you're on the balls of the back toes, reach your arms up alongside your ears. Allow your shoulders to soften away from your ears and feel free to take your arms a little wider if it feels more comfortable in your shoulders. You've got that feeling that you're uplifted through the chest, sides of the waist are lengthening, ribs lifting up and out of your hips. At the same time, your hips are descending. You're lunging deep into the front leg and powerfully keeping your left leg straight. Take a deep breath in here. And as you exhale, open out to Warrior Two. Lengthening your stride, keep pointing your right toes forward at 12 o'clock. Allow again your hips to sink down, your tailbone to lengthen down. Engaging through your abdominal core, front of the pelvis lifts up so you don't feel like your buttocks are poking out behind you. Spine's tall, proud across the chest, both arms engaged to the edge of your fingers. Keep your legs where they are. As you inhale, reverse your warrior. Left arm slides down your back leg, right arm reaches up for a lateral stretch. And as you exhale, windmill both hands to the floor. Pause there and walk your fingertips off the front edge of your mat. Keep a bend in your front knee. And go ahead, tap your left knee to the back of your right calf. Pause there, curl a little into a little ball, rounding the spine. Stay on your fingertips, keep your right knee bent, step back with your left foot, and then re-tap, pick up the pace. So you're going to keep the right leg just where it is. A bend in the knee will send some warmth into the top of the right thigh, and then we'll stretch out, balancing out front and back. And keep going, moving with your breath, slightly quicker pace. And then just stepping back. We'll set up for pyramid pose. If you'd like here, right foot can shift over to the right a little, left foot in the left lane, whole sole of the left foot grounds. Both legs straight and strong. Inhale, come up halfway, either fingertips or run your hands up your shin. As you exhale, fold. And you're spiraling your belly button a little to the right here over the midline of your front leg. And your back leg stays super straight here, the whole sole of your foot grounded, a cave in the arch of your back foot. Front knee can have a little micro bend in there, particularly if you tighten the hamstrings. But you want to feel like you're pushing the floor away with the big toe mound of your front foot. Lengthening all the way through the back of your right leg and then through your spine. So if you'll engage through your belly, you're just pouring yourself down over the midline of your front leg. Your head can relax. And take 2 more smooth cycles of breath. Send the gaze forward, rebend the front knee, step quietly back to downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward to a high push-up. Exhale, knees to the floor, buttocks to the heels, forearms down. Palms and fingers spread, coming up into dolphin pose on your forearms, hips up and back, heels heavy. A little bend in the knees, send the gaze forward, spring forward to a high push-up. And take your low push-up, no rush, no hurry, in your own time. Big deep breath in for your back bend. Downward dog as you breathe out. 5 to 8 deep breaths. Moving yourself towards stillness, allowing yourself to reset. Recalibrate through the spine and staying active in your arms and your legs. Two more breaths. Take a smooth breath in, look forward between your hands, and at the end of your exhale, step or lightly hop forward. Bring your toes together, inhale, halfway lift, and exhale to fold over the legs. Deep breath in, rise to stand, fill up, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to your hips, preparing to balance. Transferring your weight onto your left foot, hug your right knee in toward your chest. Balance here and find your level of challenge. Right foot, the sole of the foot could be inner upper thigh or below your knee, could be tapping to the floor. And resting your hands to your heart center. Cultivating your focus, strengthening your capacity for concentration, and improving your balance. Slowly take your arms out wide to a T. If you can, hover the right knee and step quietly back to a high lunge. Once you land, adjust your feet. Left foot in the left lane, right foot in the right lane, perhaps a little bend in the back knee. You want to feel like you are level through the pelvis. Arms reach up alongside your ears, and you find a steady gaze, checking in with the rest of your body, jaw soft, breath smooth, shoulders relaxed. Long deep stretch through the front of your right thigh. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale, glide open to Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. Lengthen your stride, anchor your back heel. Work toward a right angle through the front knee. And check in, torso straight up and down, the feeling that your wrists are directly over your ankles, armpits above your hips. Belly's engaged. Lunge just a little deeper. Keep the legs where they are. Inhale, reverse. Right hand runs down the right leg, left arm up. And as you exhale, windmill both hands to the floor. Fingertips stay on the floor, creep them forward off the top edge of your mat. Keep a deep bend in your left knee now and tap your right knee to the back of your left calf. Step back, long stride, and then pick up the pace. Calf taps, left knee stays bent, and you're squatting a little low here as if one leg's in chair. And just moving with your breath, faster pace to your breath, building some warmth through the front of your leg, in the quads. Abs are engaged. A couple more. And then step yourself back and set up for pyramid pose. So right foot anchors, both legs straighten. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana as you come up. And as you exhale, fold over the midline of your front leg. So folding down any amount, and keep in mind that whilst it's a hamstring calf stretch, it's also an opportunity to extend the front and back of your spine. So be less concerned about how far down you come or bringing your chin to your shin, and thinking about keeping wide, broad and open through the front of your chest. Lengthening through your spine. Check in back of the neck, make sure it's unwrinkled. And take 2 more breaths here, folding a little deeper as you breathe out. And then coming up just a little way, allow your hands to plant down onto the mat, step quietly back to downward facing dog. We're going to skip a vinyasa here, placing a little bend in the knees. Walk your hands back to your feet at the back edge of the mat. Hang in an easy forward fold, catch opposite elbows. Place your feet about hip width apart. Soft bend in the knees and lay your torso on your thighs. Easy and gentle in your body, releasing all the way out to the crown of your head. A little bit of upper body and core work coming up. And if you need to rest at any time, make your way back into this position. We're just really going to slowly roll up as if you're winding up through your spine, vertebra by vertebra. Come all the way up. Reach your arms up overhead when you arrive. Send the gaze up. And then bend the knees and fold over your legs as you breathe out. As you inhale here, walk yourself out to a plank pose, bringing your body parallel with the floor, staying on the balls of your toes, eyes are forward, collarbones wide. And then raise your right foot a little way, a couple of inches off the mat. Flex your toes. And then we're just going to simply rock forward. Bring the shoulders forward, point the toe that's lifted. Exhale, flex and rock back, shoulders back over the wrist. Point, rock forward, flex, rock back. Point, flex, point, flex. Just one more here, point, flex. Place your right foot down and switch sides. Raise the left foot, rock forward, point and flex. Point and flex. Point, flex. Keep pushing the floor away with your hands and place the left foot down. And you're just going to walk your hands back to your feet there at the back of your mat. Landing the soles of your feet down. Take an easy forward fold, catch opposite elbows, drop your head, bend your knees. Catch your breath. Release the hands to the floor, gently roll up through your spine, stacking your vertebra. As you come upright, sweep your arms up and overhead. Exhale, dive forward over your legs. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Look forward to the top edge of the mat and walk yourself out to plank pose. Shoulders balanced over your wrists. And then take some circles in your plank. So make sure your body's parallel with the floor here. You're building upper body strength, core strength. As you support your body against gravity, roll it back the other way. One more big circle. And then from here, drop your knees to the floor and slowly lower yourself all the way down onto the mat, onto the belly. And take your arms forward and quite wide there. Take your legs quite wide and point your toes like you're in a starfish shape on the floor, face down. And from here, very simply, opposite arm, opposite leg. Right arm lifts, left leg lifts. Exhale, lower. Left arm lifts, right leg lifts. Exhale, lower. And again, opposite side. And just making sure you're only coming up in your comfortable range of motion. You're strengthening, you're toning your back muscles. You want to make sure that you feel comfort in your low back, even though it's doing a little bit of effort here. You don't want to pinch through your low back, so just lifting up any amount. We've got one more. And lower down. Now from here, you're going to raise your arms up. Raise both legs up, and your legs are wide, your arms are wide. And then take the arms forward together. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, bend your elbows into cactus arms. Bring your feet together. Inhale, stretch forward with the arms. Take the legs out wide. And exhale, elbows bend, legs together. Last two, inhale, reach. And bend, legs together. Last one, lift up a little higher, reach forward, legs wide, toes point. Exhale together and rest down. You're going to take the hands by your ribs here, rest coming up. Push into the hands and make your way back into a child's pose. Buttocks to the heels, feel free to take your knees a little wider. Rest your head down and relax your arms, including your elbows. If your head is not resting on the floor here, a nice way to feel even more rested is to let it rest. So perhaps stacking your fists and resting your head into your fists. Let go of your effort through the shoulders. Relax and soften your jaw and your mouth. And slowly, slowly peel up. And coming to sit, you're going to take the legs out in front of you. And you're going to come into Baddha Konasana. Bring the soles of your feet together, knees out wide. Try and sit accurately on your sit bones and lift tall through your spine. So a wider diamond there if you're tighter through your inner thighs. Lift tall, either catch your ankles or interlace your fingers around your toes. As you breathe in, feel it for a gentle arch through your spine as you lift your chest. And as you breathe out, round your spine, rock back, raise the knees a little, chin nods in. Inhale, arch the spine. Exhale, roll back onto the soft part of the buttocks, round the spine, raise the knees a little. We'll do that once more. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Come back to center and draw the knees in toward each other and extend your legs out straight along the mat. You're going to bend your right knee and bring your right knee in line with your left knee, left leg straight. We'll take a gentle twist. Right fingertips behind you, left hand to the ceiling, stretch tall, long through your spine. And as you exhale, either hinge your elbow to the outside of your right knee or wrap your arm around the front knee. Moving around with the rhythm of your breath. And exhale to twist. And inhale to lift. And take one more deep breath in. Exhale, eyes forward and release. Switch sides with the legs, right leg out straight. Left knee in line with your right knee, knee bent. Fingertips behind you to support you. Right hand to the sky, breathe in. Exhale, either hug or hinge your elbow for your twist. Deep breath in lifts you tall, and an exhale to revolve. And stay in contact with your abdominals here, firm through the belly, and trying to spiral through the rib cage, your upper back, and then finally through your neck, turning your gaze out over your left shoulder. One more deep breath in, and exhale, release. Both legs out straight here, your toes flexed. Take a deep breath in, reach your arms up alongside your ears. And as you exhale, fold forward over your legs. Last posture before you take rest. Try and keep your legs engaged and the back of your legs pressing into the mat, your toes flexed. Folding forward any amount, and again, just trying to access that feeling of length through your spine as well as the back of the legs. So you don't curl in, round too much, reach too much, or any over effort. As you direct yourself toward rest. Class is now at 45 minutes, and ideally reserve the next 5 minutes to rest either in Savasana or a quiet seated meditation to soak in all the benefits of your practice. And I hope you've enjoyed class today. Thanks so much for tuning in. And if you enjoyed class or the classes on Two Birds Yoga, please leave a comment or send in a request. More than happy to accommodate requests. And rest now, yogis. Hope you enjoy your day. Namaste.